The new Outbrk 0.3 update is shaping up to be a massive one. Let's not waste any time and jump right into it. First of all, the devs have been absolutely killing it. They've resolved nearly 90 bugs working on the 0.3 update. First of all, performance and visual upgrade of the weather system is the main core for the 0.3 update. So that is music to my ears. Let's read through this real quick. Our VFX team is putting the final touches on a major visual upgrade that eliminates nearly all rendering artifacts, like the blue or white pixels you might have noticed around trees, small objects, or distant geometry. This is big. This is something I'm super excited about because I've been trying to record all these cinematics and gameplay footage, but I've always had these weird blue artifacts appearing on the edges of trees and objects, and having that fixed is gonna be big. That is something that has really been annoying me, so that is awesome. These improvements also resolve pixelation issues around objects regardless of your cloud downsampling setting. On top of that, they've contributed to a major refactor of the weather data packaging system, resulting in reduced memory footprint for scenarios and what appears to be a significant overall performance boost. We really do need to get a bit of a performance boost, so this is all great news. With these changes, plus enhanced rain visuals and improved volumetric lighting, the storm chasing experience is about to look better, run smoother, and feel a whole lot scarier. So that is awesome. Yeah, we have a screenshot and I can see no visual artifacts. Actually, it looks a little bit sharper as well, if you ask me. So that is big. I've really been waiting for them to fix that. Okay, I went through to another post. I believe this is also coming to 0.3 performance and visual update. Right after this update goes live, I believe they're referring to a previous update because this is an older dev post. We jump right back to work into preparing to finally release our biggest update to our volumetric weather since launch. This will include not only a notable improvement on performance, but also significant improvements on visuals of the rain shafts, tornado blending, anti-analyzing, fog, and lighting all around the environment. That is big, man. I think we have some examples down below. That's really big. The visuals really need to be tweaked, but I mean, it is early access and they are currently working on it. So this is all good news. This is a massive one and we're very excited about it, and oh yeah, I'm just as excited. Okay, yeah, we got a few teasers. Now this isn't the highest resolution photo, but you can see some changes to the rain shafts, and I don't know, something about this image makes it look sharper. Not really the trees and terrain at the bottom, but the clouds. Well, not necessarily sharper. I don't know, there's something about it that just looks way better. Maybe it's just how the clouds and the rain and the tornado is blending in here. Yeah, we have a little bit of a short video and you can definitely see the tornado blending in way better. I think that is awesome. I can't wait for this. It also seems like we have some low-level clouds or particle effects circulating around the tornado. Okay, and yeah, they're kind of showcasing the vehicle lights. Let's give it a read. We've completely overhauled the engine's lighting system to define our own custom fall-off rates. This results in more realistic illumination of roads and objects ahead of vehicles. Light bars now cast light properly as well, adding to the intensity and realism of the chase experience. I don't know where I read this, but it sounded like light bars didn't really make a difference. You can modify your vehicle, add the light bar, and it didn't really make much of a difference. But yeah, you can see there's normal lights and there's the light bar. Look at that. That is awesome. I think it's really gonna make the chase so much better. I've never had a night chase. I mean, do we get night chases? That's very strange. I've never had a night chase. But hey, I've literally just started playing the game. I'm probably around 10 chases in, 10, 15 chases in. But yeah, I have never had a night chase. So I'm looking forward to having a night chase, especially on this update. And I believe this also ties in to the volumetric lighting system upgrade that they've been speaking about as well. So yeah, I think they are very much related. This is also a big change that I'm looking forward to. We're removing the look back action and replacing it with a fully immersive free look system, giving you the ability to look around naturally in any direction. Man, I can't tell you how excited I am about this simple feature. In the current version of the game, you press X and it just snaps you backwards and you can see out the back of your vehicle. It's alright, it's like it functions, but there's sometimes I just need a different angle. Sometimes I need to look out back left or back right window. And this is going to allow us to do that. This is a much needed and welcomed change to the game. Alright, vehicles on the map. We're adding new icons to the map to display vehicle location along with small info cards that show each vehicle's occupancy in real time. So that's awesome. Looks like we get a new icon for the vehicle, the type of vehicle, how much people are occupying, and then I think this is who is driving it, and that is pretty cool. Also see we have a little, I don't think I've noticed this in game, this little tow hitch icon. I think we're gonna get to that in a second. Seat indicator. We're adding an indicator to show in which seat the player is sitting in and how many passengers are sitting in the car. This will be a crucial piece of information for drivers in sticky situations, waiting for passengers to get back in the car before taking off as fast as possible. Yeah, this is awesome. This is a great addition as well. Very welcome. You get like a bit of overlay of the vehicle, and then you get like little seat icons to show you if they're occupied or not. We also have the tow availability and map icon. Since not every gas station is a location you can get towed to, the map will show a slightly different gas pump icon where towing is available. To prevent players being towed directly to their inevitable demise, we've added a status on the gas station to disable towing when inside a tornado warning. This new feature comes with an icon and description on the map. Okay, well that is also, I think this is pretty necessary as well. Yeah, we need to have this, and that is awesome. Towing is temporarily unavailable to this gas station due to a tornado warning. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I like that. Let's jump into a few updates that might not be coming for 0.3. I'm pretty sure they're not coming to 0.3, but I could be wrong here. Let's look at the weather model. We're making great progress on our high resolution weather model to deliver more detailed and visually stunning storms. The first major step is complete. We've successfully run our initial simulation. Now we're moving on to the next phase, running the model on a massively powerful computer setup. This will drastically speed up processing times and even open the door to generating playable scenarios based on real-world upcoming weather setups. I'm a bit confused about this. This confuses me slightly. What I think they mean here is that they are generating new scenarios based on real-world data, and that'll be using the new weather model. So that's probably what they mean. Here's a comparison of the same setup showing the radar simulation before and after. The incredible improvement. Okay, so here we have before, and you can kind of see the structure of the storm. The inflow notch is probably right here, RFD, and then you can kind of see a hook. Okay, so that's currently what we have in game, and this is after. Yeah, this is way better. Yeah, you can clearly see inflow, clearly see RFD, and you can see the hook echo pretty well defined. I don't know if this screenshot is just like the radar simulation or the storm simulation aspect, or like a tool they're using, or if this is the actual radar that you will see in game. If you look on top here, they say the high resolution weather model to deliver more detailed and visually stunning storms. So I don't think this is just related to the radar. I think this is related to the storm itself. So the storm itself will have a higher resolution simulation. In other words, more detail. I think this is what they mean by that. I mean, why else would they have this sentence, detailed and visually stunning storms? So I believe this is just going to add more detail to the storm. You know, a more well-defined storm structure, more movement in the clouds, higher resolution, right? So I think this is going to be awesome, but I don't think this is coming to 0.3. Okay, because I'm focusing on 0.3, I'm not going to go into too much detail with the updates coming after. We can just give this a quick read. Tornado visuals update. Between testing sessions, we've been providing the Catalyst team with a steady stream of real-world tornado footage to inspire the next major step after update 0.3, enhancing tornado behavior, right, and visuals. That's going to be cool. The current tornado system is still in early stages, we know that, and lacks many of the complex details, shapes, and dynamics we ultimately aim to achieve. While our main focus remains on polishing and delivering update 0.3, planning for the next phase of tornado improvements is already well underway. So that's going to be after 0.3, and I think that is going to be awesome. I don't know if it'll be 0.4, 0.5, we are not sure. But the fact that they're going to be focusing on the details, shapes and dynamics, tornado behavior and visuals. That's going to be quite a welcome change. I think it's going to be night and day difference compared to what we currently have in game. New upcoming feature, daily contracts. We're excited to introduce a new way to earn currency, daily contracts. This feature, coming in an update after 0.3, allows players to complete bite-sized challenges in exchange for currency rewards, helping them progress towards the next garage unlock. Players will receive one new daily contract each day, with the ability to store up to 3 at a time. If a particular challenge doesn't appeal to them, they also have an option to re-roll one contract of their choice each day. Here's a sneak peek at the feature currently in development. Wow, this guy got 3 mil. Okay, I guess at the bottom here we kind of have like the number. I guess that's how much currency, tornado coins, Outbrk coins you can get, and then contract underscore report wall cloud, best photograph, best photo funnel, photo tornado. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna have little challenges like take photos of wall clouds, take X amount photos of wall clouds, take X amount photos of funnels, things like that. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think that's going to give us some more things to do in the chase other than the current loop, which is find out where tornado will be, chase tornado, deploy probe, take photo, report, repeat. So change to that would be awesome. Update on vegetation. We've made tremendous progress this month on the vegetation repainting phase. The entire world map has received a fresh layer of terrain texture painting, and new vegetation is currently being regenerated. Once the regeneration process is complete, which takes time but runs automatically, we will receive the results in-game to ensure they align with our creative vision. After that, we'll fine-tune the technical data for each vegetation asset and prepare everything for in-game destruction. We're excited about this major visual upgrade and can't wait to bring it to the world of Outbrk. That sounds pretty cool. I mean, vegetation definitely needs an upgrade as well, right? I mean, this is the nature of an early access game, and they're going to be continuously improving the game. We can expect all kinds of updates. So this is going to be awesome. I don't think this is coming to 0.3 either, but it's good that they let us know that they are busy with it. There's also a note about destruction. I've missed this before actually. We've improved the precision and timing of destruction to eliminate odd offsets and delays when tornadoes impact objects in the Outbrk world. Yeah, destruction definitely needs some work. You know, in fact, I really hope they focus more on destruction in the future updates when they get to it, because when a tornado goes through a town or a forest, we need to see more debris. We need to see more debris in the tornado and around the tornado. And that's gonna really add to the immersion factor. You know, if you're driving through a tornado that's got a lot of debris in it, or you are stuck in the road because debris has fallen across the road and your exit route is suddenly blocked, that's great. That adds an extra dynamic to the gameplay. It adds more danger to the gameplay, right? And that's what we're also trying to convey, or that's what the devs are trying to convey with their game. You know, this isn't supposed to be super arcadey, it's supposed to be realistic and dangerous, and they need to translate that real life risk into the game as well. Can't wait for them to focus a bit more on destruction and adding debris. You know, for example, you drive close to the tornado and you have a debris from the tornado hitting the side of your vehicle. You know, that sound that it generates when that happens, adding that to the game would also be awesome. I mean, I'm sure they have all these things planned, but just my 2 cents on destruction. It looks like they're adding a few hats as well. It's not planned for 0.3, so okay, that's fine. I guess we'll get these later then. So I'm sure there was a few small things that I've missed. I was really just focusing on what's coming to the 0.3 update, like the major things. That does it for the 0.3 update and what we can expect after 0.3. A lot of awesome changes that are coming, and I can't wait for them, and I will definitely cover the update when it comes out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.